So unless it's a surprise coming up soon,
Right, because I just paid for the whole year.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I just always wondering what would happen if we've come close to 25, but
Yeah.
Been working my tail off to get the Success Club for the party.
I know. Not only Success Club 10, but then 25 points, like together.
I know. So for the two of us, I'm like,
well, because you can bring a guest. So like I'm trying to get my husband's count to the same thing, so I can bring my parents.
Yep.
Too. So I'm like, I'm gonna just try to push 50 for these next couple.
Yeah,
so
we're doing. If we can get both of us and get the 2 guest passes, and then bring 2 coaches. So
that's what I'm trying to do. I had my team that's going. Everybody that's not bringing a spouse, because obviously I'd bring. They teamed up. So if one person doesn't get it, they're pushing. Like they'll bring that person.
Right.
So.
Right. Now, when you go, do you go to leadership? Do you bring people with you? Do you just bring your husband with you? Or
Yep. And now they changed it again. So like this year it's in San Diego, and they upped the ante. So last year and the year before it was 2-star diamond. Now it'd be 5-star. Like 80 elite points. So they've raised the bar like a lot.
I guess they did. Wow. So it's crazy. All right, do you want to get started?
Yeah.
All right, we can get started. If people jump on, they jump on. We're going to record it too, so that way people who had kids doing stuff could still.
Yeah, I always record mine.
So everybody, this is Erin, and we met at Cancun. We were doing the Shaun T workout we met, I believe, or yeah. So we started chatting and talking about our businesses, and kind of was picking her brain a little bit about the things she does. And she's an elite coach, so she's clearly doing something right. And, I want my team and you guys to succeed as much as us and all the other elite coaches. So I asked her if she'd do a call for our team just to give us some tips and answer your questions, and help us be better coaches and help us help people better and build our businesses at the same time. So Erin, if you just kind of want to talk about who you are, how you got into this, and whatever you have to share with us would be awesome.
Perfect. Well, okay, guys. So I have been a coach now. It'll actually be 4 years at the end of this month. But I will totally let you be honest with you that I did not start working the business till 2013. So beginning of 2013. I dabbled in it. I was like an emerald and a diamond, and then kind of like lost diamond. And, I just was not head in the game. I always tell my coaches that I was the one who, when people told me to do personal development, I thought, oh, I'm too good for personal development. Like, I just didn't think like I had to read something on self-help. And now I read every single day. And that's like, I tell my team that. But so I'm from upstate New York. My upline coach is actually Christine Dwyer. Her sister actually lives right up the road from me. We didn't know each other. I was actually a personal trainer, and I had a client that I just heard about Shakeology. And I've already done Turbo Jam. I lost 70 pounds with Turbo Jam years ago. And she contacted me with Christine. I signed up that day as soon as Christine called me, and then didn't do nothing with it. I was really kind of very salesy as far as Shakeology. I go back and look at all my posts all the time on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my God. But I think that's all a lesson we learned. So back in 2013, I was a diamond coach. In the 2013 Success Club trip, I was a 1-star diamond. So that was around April-ish. And totally honest with you, I was getting all the elite emails, and I had no idea what they meant. I didn't know what TV meant. I didn't know what personally sponsored Success Club, no idea. Until one of the, his name was Nathan Farnsworth at the time. He's not with the company anymore. He reached out to me and was like, where did you come from? And I had no idea what he was talking about. And I hit elite at the end of the year of 2013 and just got, 5-star diamond. And I honestly, it was really just me kind of just at then I got to know about Success Club. It was really just me pushing my team duplication, like them getting Success Club, their coaches getting Success Club. And I honestly think that's the foundation of our business. And the more you can get Success Club, you're going to, I always say, like, it's going to be easier for you to convert challengers to coaches. And that's a big thing with my team is I say Success Club first, I always use Emerald as like a 30-day goal with a lot of my coaches. And for me, when they hit Emerald, that's when they get a getting started right call. That's when they're open for business. And I know it sounds kind of weird. Like I do like basic stuff with them, but I think like that's where you have skin in the game if you hit Success Club and you become an Emerald coach. So my team follows that whole thing. All of my diamond coaches, we work the same. And then this year I actually hit elite again. I ended the year in number 86, which was it's mind-boggling to me. It's just crazy. And I'm right now 7-star, started 8-star qualifying today, and 2-star diamond in my second business center. My husband's a 1-star, which I work his business. So it's been a whirlwind, but if I can tell you guys, the biggest thing is Success Club. I know I drill it, but Success Club really is going to change your business, because think about it, that you're helping like 3 to 5 new people a month. You're helping change somebody's lives. And I don't know, me as a leader, and I teach this to my diamond coaches, is that if I'm telling my coaches hit Success Club and I'm not doing it first, there's something wrong with that picture. So all of my diamond coaches, and I'm going to share this with you guys. I wanted to screen share in a second, but we have a system that we use that I wanted to, let you guys see. But a lot of us hit Success Club within the first 5 to 10 days of the month. And we just duplicate that down the line. And for me, it was really these last 2 years was not reinventing the wheel. You know what I mean? Just kind of like taking a system, making it my own with myself. Like, so I do a brand new coach training every month. It's 14 days. I took bits and pieces out of the 60-day coach basic. I just found 60 days was way too long. And every month I run it, but now it's done. Like I have all the videos done. I just go and copy and paste from the document, the system I have in place. My team and us put together an Emerald to Diamond training, again, taking bits and pieces of the back office Emerald Diamond training. But all of my leaders every week, like I had one of my diamonds made videos for week 1. I made videos for week 2, because I really think that you can't just, as much as the corporate stuff is good, people sign up because they want to be with you. So you have to, put face, connect with people. And that's really helped me a ton. So Jamie, did you want to like hit me on anything else specifically? And then I could show like my screen share thing.
I think Success Club is, like you said, is the biggest key. I think every coach I talked to in Cancun, the number one thing was you got to hit Success Club. Like you have to be your foundation. It's like the mortar of your business. You don't have that, everything just kind of crumbles.
It has to be like, and I think a lot of new coaches are probably scared. I mean, and I was, and I've made mistakes. Like I said, I go back and look at my old Facebook and I'm like, oh my God, why did I put that? But whatever, we learn and grow. But I think a lot of people are scared to reach out to people, and I always say like, we have this business, and I know it might sound cliche, whatever, but we do have the world's best health and fitness programs. And I always like to say like, say it's natural. Like, so say like you go to this awesome restaurant and you love it. Don't you tell other people about it? Don't you naturally kind of do that? So I always tell my coaches, like, why are you afraid to talk about this? Why are you afraid that this helped you or this helped somebody that it helped you? So I always kind of like to say break the ice. So when somebody messages me and they, I'm a big person on adding new friends and just building a relationship before I even talk about Beachbody. And my thing I teach my team is, say you reconnect with some friend on Facebook. And I know we want to jump the gun a lot when people are interested in our challenge groups and want to be like, oh, okay, you're ready. And a lot of people aren't. And I just say that if you can build a relationship with people. So one thing I do when people message me and they ask me, just like reconnecting, hey, how are you? What are you doing? How's life? When they ask me what I'm doing, I don't puke Beachbody. I always tell that to my coaches, but I do say I'm an online health and fitness coach, and I get to help people in person and all over the country. And that sparks something in people that, and I 99% of the time, it'll go towards Beachbody because people will tell you their life story. I've had a baby 5 years ago and I still can't lose the baby weight, or I need to lose 20 pounds. It just like automatically happens. And now you get to be that go-to fitness person. You know what I mean? Like that real person. They get to see your stuff on Facebook. So I always say, like, go for no in a sense. Like, just put it out there. And if people say no, they say no. But you can probably relate to this too, that 99% of those time, people are going to come back. And they're going to be like, I've been watching, you know. So, and that's another thing. You have to stay consistent on Facebook. So I was actually, just before this call, I was running through my coach training, my 14-day training. And I have downline coaches, like I do everybody. And I check on everybody. I go to their Facebook page and I, you know, read over their posts, and I'll tell them that's salesy, take it off, you know, like reword it or whatever. And one girl has been like, got her Facebook page up or whatever, and she hasn't posted since April 20th. Like, that's not consistent. You know what I mean? You have to consistently be posting every day. And it just could be like providing some kind of value to people. Like, I post simple. If you go to my Facebook page, Erin N. Goodman, it's my like page. I've only got about 4,600 fans, so it's not crazy, but I get a lot of engagement with those fans. But I post simple workout videos, selfies. I mean, like stuff, but I'm consistent. And I mean, when you don't show up, people will know that. I've gotten people that have asked me, where you been? You know, you haven't been on Facebook all day yet. You know what I mean? So that's one thing, but I think it takes consistency. And for me, with my coaches, Success Club's a no matter what. Like, if you're at 4 points at the end of the month, you should have a system in place, which I'm going to show you that what I use for my coaches. But if you're at 4 points, you go and follow up like a maniac. Like, you go through all your Facebook page, your messages, and, you know, you go to that friend that was, you know, interested in buying something, and you ask them, hey, can you do me this favor? Can you order this for me? You know what I mean? Like, you go, because I've been in Success Club 10 now for 36 months, you know, so like it's a no matter what. So that's part of where my system comes in place that we've been using that really, really helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And we do the same thing. You know, I'm at Success Club 5 for,
I think it's close to 30 months.
30 months. He's at the same thing. He's just behind me because he signed up right with me. We work our businesses together.
Right.
And we've been up till 1 minute before midnight working it, and we would not go to sleep until we got it. I mean, it just wasn't an option.
And that's another thing is like sacrificing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can sleep now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at a point in my business, but I'm not saying like you have to be up till 3:00 in the morning, but you have to put the work in. You have to devote that couple hours a day, like schedule it in. So right now, like, for example, I work my business every morning. I get up, I teach my 5:30, 6:30 class. I come home till 8:00. I read. And then from about 8 to 12, I work my Beachbody business every single day. And then I check in at night and stuff, obviously. But you have to, you know, there was times I couldn't watch The Voice. Oh, well, I recorded it. You know what I mean? Like, so you have, if you want it bad enough, like, seriously look at the opportunity, because it's crazy. Like, look at the people that have left their full-time job. I have one coach that just found out she was pregnant and with twins, and she's going to leave. She's going to be a full-time coach because she has made enough money in these last 4 years as a coach, 3.5 years, that she can do that. Like, it's crazy that what we can do. You know what I mean? And really, the income potential is limitless. I mean, depending how much you want to work. You know what I mean? So.
About how many new people do you contact? Like, I'm not saying this. I talk to a lot of people. Phone call is my thing. I like to make things personal. I find that works hands down the best. So I pick up the phone and call people. First, I usually start with a Facebook message or a text, but then I pick up the phone. And I talk to a lot of people each day. But how many people do you try to make it a goal each day to contact?
Well, with coaches too, I would say I probably talk on the phone. A lot of my coaches are local too, so we'll like meet up and talk. But I would probably say like 8 to 10 people a day, you know, and I'm constantly looking for new contacts. You know, even on my like page, I have an assistant that'll actually go and take every like and actually like just send them a message thanking them for like, you know, and then I take care of them when they message me back, obviously. Because I want it to be me. I don't want it to be like, you know, like a computer generated thing either. You know what I mean? Because you do see that a lot too. Because people obviously are following you because they relate to you. So I'm huge on that with my team too. But yeah, definitely get on the phone. I think voice text is good, like the voice app on Facebook, because people, I don't know if people think you're a robot sometimes, but I think it just happened. Like people like to actually see you, you know, or hear you. And I don't know. I think I have more success rate when I get people on the phone too.
Yeah.
Because it's more vulnerable. You know what I mean? They kind of can go into why they need your help and, you know, all this stuff too. So.
Right. And it's true. I think not being afraid of what you're doing and being afraid to put that out there. I think being vulnerable makes you much more approachable. Like those two things go hand in hand. I mean, today I just friend requested somebody who liked a photo of mine of somebody that came to a workout of mine on Monday. I don't even know her, but she liked the picture. So I friend requested her because she's a mom. And I said, hey, I just saw that you liked a picture of mine. I'm a friend of Sam's who came to my workout, and I saw that you're a fellow mom. And I said, I'd love to connect with you. And she's like, oh, cool. She's like, how many kids do you have? We started talking about that. And after an hour and a half tonight talking with her, she's into fitness. Her husband's into fitness. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her goal in life is to help other women feel good about themselves and not be stuck in that stigma where every girl has to be skinny. And she said, I'm on board. I want to be a part of your team. Just met her tonight.
Isn't that crazy? And what if you never contacted her?
Exactly. I just took a chance.
And I do the same thing. I tell my coaches, like, when you put up example, my mom has lost 75 pounds with a 21-day fix since she started it last February, the regular 21-day fix. Mm-hmm. So I put a post out a while ago, and my mother is like, she's always posting her selfies with her Shakeology, whatever. But I put a post out with her before and after photo. Got crazy amount of likes. I'm like 300-400, like nuts. I tagged her. So it took me a while to actually, a lot of them are my coaches, but I went through. So this is like talking about the work you have to put in. Mm-hmm. So I went through all of those people, sent them a little message like, hey, thanks so much for, the kind words on my mom's transformation, whatever. And even if they didn't message me back anything, a lot of them did. Like, oh my God, she looks so great. What did she do? It's just about building that conversation. And to me, if I can send out 10 messages and 3 people buy a challenge pack, that's been a good day. You know what I mean? Like you're getting that success club goal. So that's cool. But I had a little, I wanted to share this with you guys. We wanted to see what I do every month for my coaches. So I'm going to screen share because I know it's getting dark out here. See if I can find it. So can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to open it up a little bit just so you guys can see. All right, so this is what and it's nothing fancy. Like I am not that good at computers, but this is just what I do. So every month I do this for my coaches, and what I do is I give them a calendar system. So with the calendar system, basically, I'm just going to move into the light over here. Basically, with the calendar system, it basically sets us up to get Success Club like early on in the month. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of what it looks like for May. So we just got into May, and May, we know the first Monday of every month is when our new coach training is going to start, as you can see on May 4th. And so here's my reasoning behind this. So let's say at the end of April, now I know I'm showing you May, but the end of April, so my team, we all try to hit Success Club by the 5th or 10th of each month. So I'll give you my example. So the end of April, I don't even remember. I think it was like 32 Success Club points or something like that. So I started talking to people about my May challenge back like the last 2 weeks in April. I was promoting it, really hammering in before and after photos and hammering away testimonials. And then every once in a while, not every day, throwing out there an invite to my challenge group. I was private messaging people. You guys know that drill. So now at the end of April, I had 12 people that were ready to go for my challenge group that you can see it starts on this Monday, which is the 11th. So I deferred them from ordering. And I know it sounds like a little fib, but it's been working for me for months. So I told them the ordering is going to open up on May 1st. And you have to order by May 5th to make sure it gets shipped in time. So come May 2nd, all those 12 people ordered, and I had 24 Success Club points. So now, to me, if I sell a couple more challenge packs, I might try to get some underneath my husband's account, and I might just run another little challenge group at the end of the month. But I normally run one, but with the summit deal, I might run two. So now I have 24 Success Club points. I don't need to be scraping on May 30th to try to get Success Club. So that's my little trick. So, and I tend to sign coaches, and my team does in the first week of the month too, to get Success Club. So we really start the new coach training right off then. It's 14 days. And as you can see, I give my coaches like kind of a little schedule. So as you can see, the new coach training started this week. And then I say the first week of the month, that's when you're prepping for your challenge group. So like for me, I send out meal prep videos. I have some meal plans. I just talk individually with my challengers, because seriously, challenge groups are the foundation of your business. This is where you're going to get people crazy results. They're going to become a coach. If they don't become a coach, they're going to give you crazy referrals, which is awesome for you. So you really have to take the time to legit help these people. So we start the prep week, and you can see this Monday is going to start my challenge group. And you can also see where I start telling my coaches, and I do this. This is for me, but it's for my coaches as well. So I run a free challenge group every single month like clockwork, because I think that helps me get paid challengers for, say, June coming up. So I'll start to promo my free 5 to 7 day clean eating, whatever I decide to do. You can see where I open it up. I tell all my coaches have all of this at their fingertips. And we run our challenge groups all together. And it works for us. It might not work for you guys, but that's what it's worked for us for the past 2 years. So I start my challenge group on the 18th, my free group. I run it for 5 days. And as you can see, I then start saying for my coaches to start promoting for the coach sneak peek. So we run a coach sneak peek every fourth Monday of every month. And here's why we do that. It's like, I think it's 5 days we do it. We play around 3 to 5 days we found is the best. But now that last week of May, any of those people who went through that coach sneak peek that are going to sign up as a coach, if they sign up as a challenge pack, that's part of your Success Clubs for June. So, and then you can see at the end of the month, I'm really inviting to my June challenge. So now, like the last 2 weeks of the month are kind of just really game planning, like getting people involved in June. And so let's say at the end of June, I have 6 people that want to sign up for a challenge group. One of them is going to be a coach or whatever it is. Now, June 1st, when I open up ordering, I'm going to have 12 points. I mean, granted, everybody orders. But most of the time, I've talked enough with these people. I know these are like the people that are 100% committed. I got the yes answer from them. They're excited to go, obviously. So it may look like a lot, but I can send this to you too if you want. But this helps my coaches cannot wait until the last day of the month when I post the calendar for the next month, because I think it makes it a lot organized more too. And then they know when their new coaches can get in the new coach training. They know when they should be running a challenge group. And this has helped me because before, when I was obviously just dabbling in the business, I was all over the place. I never had a set challenge group date. I was the person on the last week of the month trying to get Success Club. So for me, this has helped. And I just figured if it helped my coaches, it'll probably help other people too. So that's my spew on that. So I don't know if you guys got anything out of that, but that's what has helped us a lot.
Yeah, definitely. So we do our challenge groups. I have one group, we have a general locker room that I invite everybody to, even people that don't do the challenges, to keep them motivated because they can say yes later on. But then we have a specific one that we run 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I keep them both in there together. And once a month we run that. We sometimes start 2 dates. like the 1st and the 11th because I have people that I got in April, for example.
Right.
But then like late bloomers that you don't want them not to be involved, so you start another day. And then what do you do with your other programs? Like, how do you run your challenge groups? You end them no matter what in 30 days, no matter what program it is? And
yes.
Okay.
So like I have the same type of group we call it Team Results Matter, which is my team accountability group. And there's like hundreds of people in there now. Right. But so we run like 21 or 30 days. With the 21-day fix people, my team's found that like we keep those people in the challenge groups. A lot of them want to do round after round. But I found that with those sort of like the 21-day fix, having people that have already done it in there can kind of help the other people. Mm-hmm. So it's nice for you in a sense, because then people ask questions and you don't have, I always answer them obviously, but somebody else could answer it before you. Right. So it takes and that's the same thing. Like there's where you're grooming your customers to become coaches, mm-hmm. Like they're already doing this. Certain launches, like Insanity Max 30 for me was like one of the best launches ever, and it was the best workout program as far as everybody sticking to it. That was a 60-day program. Mm-hmm. I always say I think that program is very like physically and like mentally, because it's crazy. So we have one Insanity Max 30 group. I'm actually going to try to do like another Max 30 group at the end of the month, just because it's on promo and people know that's my jam is Max 30. But so we run a 30 to 60 day or whatever 30-day group. And then we just transfer people into, like you said, your locker room group or whatever, that are past challengers. And that group has been active for, 2 years. We have a very generic cover photo that one of my coaches is actually a graphic designer. So she makes my cover photos on my Facebook page, but she made one and it's very generic. So that one's just like Monday, post a motivational, Tuesday, tasty Tuesday, workout Wednesday. But I'm serious, like people post in there that have been with me for years, mm-hmm. So in that and I think that helps a lot of people stay engaged too, because we all know, nothing's perfect. You have people that say they're going to be, and then they fall off, you know what I mean? So at least maybe having them see the extra accountability in there helps, you know? Yeah. So same type of thing. And the 21-day fix, same thing as you do. I have one group, and I basically, for me, I start a challenge group on the second Monday of every month. So I add new people at that time, and I introduce them to the group. Welcome here you got, I do a lot of back stuff with them. So I have I email them like a welcome email, a bunch of different meal plans I've developed, a meal prep video, stuff like that. And then I add them to the group. So I'm still giving them the personal, but I'm kind of gearing them up to be launched into this group. But same thing as you do. Right. Yeah. And the 21-day fix, I don't know about you, but that's like my number one program for like anybody that starts, because I feel like no one cannot use that program. You know what I mean? Like especially the meal plan. And now with all the new workout programs have the container guide as the this nutrition program. It's like, why wouldn't you start somebody on that? So I think as
containers and they're good to go.
Yeah, because then I think that's good customer retention, because now you could have somebody that does want to buy Max 30 or do this. They already know about the container system. You know what I mean? So I just had so many people have great results with it that it's kind of like the number one.
Yeah, that's been my new strategy too. Either I start them off with 21-day fix or the extreme, depending on their fitness level. Yeah. And then I kind of make them graduate programs. So 21-day fix, then to extreme. And now Max 30 is a graduation from extreme. Yep. I know they can handle 21 days. I know that they understand the container system. They've seen success, so they're positive and motivated.
Ready to 30-minute workouts. Now they love that. They got that built into their, so that's what I do too. I think I had out of the 12 that ordered this month, I had 2 that were, I thought, enough to go extreme. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just obviously I wouldn't know that unless I talk to people, and I don't know about you, but when somebody messages me about, hey, I'm interested in your challenge group, we get those all the time. I never Like I always have like a list of questions I ask them first.
Yeah.
And for me, sometimes I have like a challenge group form on my website, and I use that a lot now. But for my new coaches, I just kind of give them a little script to use, obviously, because a lot of them don't have websites.
Right.
But I don't know. The more I found for me, the more I could listen to people and not talk so much, the better.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I do the same thing. I have the forms as well, but because I talk to people more, I don't use it.
And that's your thing.
But yeah, I mean, I ask them what their goals are, about their family, what's their job, so I know as much as I can about them. I also put them in my general group and in my 21-day fix group to kind of lurk there, just so they can see for even a day or so, just so they can really, because when people talk about online fitness, they don't understand. It's not like, common. So
they need to see that culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, like there's some people that just want to be a part of something. Like Christine Dwyer always told me that, and I actually had to speak on. I spoke at her event, the Platinum Edge, which was who's your guy's upline again?
Jeff Armbruster.
Okay, so he's not Platinum Presenters, right? I don't think so. So I spoke at her event, and she actually asked me to talk about my subject was building your tribe. And at the time I was like, what are you talking about? But she knew that I really am focused on like getting people connected. And, I seriously think that accountability for people is a missing piece for so many people, and like you just said, you try to make them see that part of it too.
Right. What advice do you have for our coaches that have a hard time with recruiting? They just feel like they get people and then they just can't get them to join in. Like, what would you say to those people?
I would say you just can't be afraid to talk. You cannot be. I think a lot of times a lot of new coaches get comfortable in just talking about the workout programs. And we have to get uncomfortable. We have to get uncomfortable, obviously, but you have to talk about the business opportunity. I mean, like that's what you have to talk about just as much. But I think really for me, just grooming my coaches, my challengers in my challenge groups, and reaching out to them and just like saying like how awesome you're doing. Don't you have you can have a couple friends that could do this. And for me, I mean, I don't like to handhold anybody, but like when a brand new coach signs up, I'm going to help them. I don't want them to sign up and then me be like, see you later. You know what I mean? So I'm going to help them with their first couple orders, stuff like that. But I really just think, just don't be afraid to talk to people about the business too, because I always say it's my coaches. It's a health and fitness business. Nobody is never not going to want to get healthier and be in shape. There's going to be people that tell you no all the time. That's okay, because those no's are going to come later on. But we don't sell candles. I mean, I always like to use like, you ever had like Scentsy, like all those cool sandals with the tarts and stuff? Like, I love them, but we have the power to change people's lives. Like, how freaking cool is that? And we don't have to do no home parties. We don't want to. And so I just really try to build that around, like seeing how simple it can be if, again, like you put in the work. But I just think really just putting it out there and don't being afraid to talk to people. And I always say, go for no, is in a sense. The more no's you hear, the more comfortable you get with talking to people too.
And do you guys have any questions? We'll open it up for some questions from you guys.
I actually have a question, Erin, for you. You say you're big on personal development. So am I. What would you say? What are your top 3 books or audios?
Well, I love, for new coaches, any of my Emerald, people that go Emerald, they get the Compound Effect from me by Darren Hardy. I just love him. I love Entre Leadership by Dave Ramsey. It's called Start by John Acuff. And then I recently just read Darren Hardy's new book called Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd time through it.
Oh God, isn't it awesome? I like the whole thing's like dog-eared right now because I love it. Like, and I always tell my coaches this too. They're always like, "Oh my God, you have the best like pictures with sayings and like long posts," and I get a ton of likes. And I'm like, that wasn't until I started reading personal development. Because when you read something, you're like, wow, that quote definitely, and then you kind of tie it to your own. So I always say personal development has made me smarter. And then I love the book, I just started reading it. You Are a Badass.
Yeah, we're doing that as coaches. Yep.
I love it. So, but I love Dave Ramsey, anything by Darren Hardy. So some of my favorite ones.
Yeah, and doing that personal development, like you said, gives you quotes, and that also plays into building your story, because people do this because they want to be with you. And
yes, people
ripping
really
off pictures
do.
from the internet or pulling quotes from the internet, but getting quotes that meant something to you in that day and putting it with a picture of yourself and building a story so people want to follow that. Like, it's
another thing I always I try to teach my coaches. So I've done a lot of like Chalene Johnson's Marketing Impact Academy, Smart Success, is that you have to talk to a target market. I mean, I know not as a brand new coach, you might be going to like your warm market at first, kind of like your friends and family to get involved and whatever. But I have a lot of stay-at-home moms, and I always use this, that are stay-at-home moms or working moms that are on my team. I have a mom that's married, has 3 older kids, is all over the place with sports activities. You know, her and her husband are very into fitness now. They weren't. I have some stay-at-home moms with little kids. And I just think like you have to grasp on who you're talking to. You know what I mean? Because for me, I went from overweight to, so I always, my quote is fat to fitness professional. And that works for me because I was overweight. I'm a master trainer now. I've been a personal trainer. I was overweight to too thin. So I always share that with people because for me, I can talk a lot about fitness. I can talk a lot about put workout videos out. A brand new coach might not have, be able to, but a stay-at-home mom that's got little kids might, like I say, like when you post something, think who you are talking to. So like a stay-at-home mom with little kids, you might post something about your workout schedule and how you figured out how to make time for yourself by doing it, XYZ or whatever. And for me, I think that's helped a lot of coaches too, because then you always attract people who are kind of like you. So for me, I always attract a lot of people that have always struggled with their weight. That, if yo-yo dieted, because I'm the first one to say I've done all of them, and I tell people I'm still not, I'll never be like this, crazy, like ripped personal trainer or master trainer. And that's okay. So I always just tell people just to kind of really think of who you're talking to. And another part of that is I try to tell my coaches before you post anything on Facebook, think, how would this give value to anybody? Would this post provide anybody some kind of value? And I think that helps so much, So, because people remember that stuff, I love your Facebook because you're always posting workouts and recipes and, you're always giving fit tips and stuff like that. For me, it works. For my stay-at-home mom, that might not work, but for her showing how she can get her workouts in with her kids and families, working around that, that's who her market is. And chances are that's kind of who you're going to attract to.
Yeah. And calls to action too.
Oh yeah. You gotta have it.
Be involved and you're asking the question, getting engagement, building community,
Yep. And I always remember Chalene Johnson at one of the live events said for a lot of people that are trying to build their like page, I always tell my coaches, definitely at least get a like page, because now with Facebook, like they're cracking down. So if you start posting like a lot of promotional business type stuff on your profile, you can lose your whole profile. You know what I mean? They could shut you down, like you have no contacts. And they're saying, and I don't know, I'm like kind of a Facebook nerd a little bit, but they're saying that when you post that type of stuff, Facebook will not let it get seen in the newsfeed. But if you have a like page, it's better because it's a business. Mm-hmm. But with like pages, you can do ads, $5 ads, like crazy. You know what I mean? Like you can target people. You can target. So when I run my ads, I do a lot of women, 28 to 45, just women, struggling with workouts and, nutrition, stuff like that. So I'm talking to that target market. So I think, definitely have a like page out. But what she said was that if you're trying to really build your like page, that, and I always try to do this, anytime you post something, like make sure you give it a window where you can respond back to people. So if you're going to post something, try to be on Facebook for that 15 minutes. If people, start responding, or if you can't, make sure that you reply back to every single comment. And, not maybe now if you've built like this huge like page, but if you're trying to build it, like go back and respond to every single reply. on there, just, oh, cool, thank you, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Whatever the post is. But I started doing that, and that's when I see my likes go way up, because the more engagement, the more other people see your stuff. Oh, I want to like this girl's page. Who is this? So that's kind of another that thing that's helped me too.
Do you, I know I pay for, like, I'll do $1 a day to pay for likes just to get some likes. And then I'll boost posts. Like, I'll make a schedule. Like you said, I'll plan to boost a post when I know I can check it. Because I get boost it for $50 and I get like 300 comments or likes or something, but don't have the time to respond to those people. It's time to waste. So I do those two things. You do that same thing?
Yep, same exact thing. Yep, I run what I found running for ads is this actually in Marketing Impact Academy, but it's easy. So I don't know if you see, sometimes you probably follow other coaches that you'll see like, sign up for my free meal plan or whatever, like their cover photo, or a lot of times it's an ad now. So I run an ad a lot that says like, it's a Facebook cover and it says, click here for my free meal plan. So I'm getting them on an email list. So now so what Chalene Johnson was trying to teach us with that is like, now you have that second contact with people. So I have something what I call a drip campaign. So people go to my Facebook or my like page if they for my ad, or right on my cover photo. So if you actually went to my page, you could see I put like, I think it's like tinyurl.com results matter fit tips or whatever. Sign up for my free meal plan. When they go there, it takes them to a lead page. They add their email and their name, hit submit. It emails them a PDF basic generic meal plan, like nothing crazy. I had it made on Elance for like $10, and it talks about Shakeology, but it just like kind of gives them a basic clean eating meal plan. And then I have an email campaign drip set up through MailChimp, which then 2 days after, I send them another automated email that's something like, here's a little info on portion control. Then I send them a recipe after 2 days. And then I kind of put in my last email drip is like about a challenge group. And that has worked for me like crazy. Yeah, so that really helps. That's something to look into. I mean, obviously, if you don't have newer coaches, that's hard. But I mean, seasoned coaches, that's a way to get people on your email list too. So
you use MailChimp for your lead capture?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Elance is pretty awesome. I've used Elance before. It's super easy.
Yeah, I love it.
For any coaches who want from logo design to just creating a form or anything.
Oh, anything. Anything you could think of, I think they would do it.
Yeah, you put it out there, you say how much you want to pay for it, and people bid for your job, and then someone will do it right away. So, like,
because I knew that meal plan that I had, it wouldn't look as nice as this lady did it for me for $10.
Right, absolutely. So,
you have to think about that investing.
Questions. What do you got? Don't be shy.
Everybody, I know my team's the same way, and like then they ought to ask me questions afterwards.
You've got to have some questions. Sarah, you always have something to say.
You asked all the good ones.
Ange?
I have a question. I've been having I get coaches and I can't get them motivated to get on calls or sign up for the Coach Basics. What do you, when you sign a coach, what are the first couple things that you say to them?
So I have this discussion a lot with one of my coaches, and this took me a ton of time to learn. I know that we all want everybody to sign up and just do be awesome. I mean, we want everybody successful, it's going to be a perfect world. And I had to really learn that you can't bring a horse to water. My coach, Christine Dwyer, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. This is exactly what she told me. You can't breastfeed your coaches. This is what she told me, and I always have stuck with my head. But you kind of help them. But this is a $15.95 a month business. People will suck the life out of you. Seriously. I'm serious. But at the same time, so for me, when they sign up, I send them, you guys probably a welcome email, all that type of stuff. I have a new coach training. I make them watch. It's on YouTube. It's was a PowerPoint, and I just put it on YouTube. So I have them watch that. They have to get back to me after that video is done. And I have something in my welcome email. It's when this video is done, message me back or email me back with these 3 questions. So I know they watched the video. I mean, that's just, and then I have them schedule a call with me if they want. But I put them in the new coach training and I ask them, are you interested in the business? Because I don't want to overwhelm people that just sign up as a coach to be a discount at first, because I've had a lot of people that sign up as a discount and then 2 months down the road, they're like, okay, I'm ready. And then they're ready to go. You know what I mean? So I don't want to overwhelm them and like kind of push them out, but they go through the new coach training. And like I said in the beginning of the call, when they hit Emerald, that's like when they're open for business and they get more of my time. Now, I mean, as if you're a newer coach or you're not as a higher level coach, obviously it might be different, but you have to work with people who put skin in the game. And I'm always saying that to my coaches. If you're not hitting Success Club, if you've been an Emerald for 5 years, you're not doing something right. You know what I mean? So they have to consistently be showing me that they're hitting Success Club at least. Because then I know they know about the challenge groups that are part of our business. So I think the biggest thing for me was just being okay with those people that didn't want to get on calls, because I can guarantee you those people that don't get on calls, they're probably not people hitting Success Club. So you have to be okay with that. And they always say, like, for every 10 people you sign up, 1 or 2 are going to do something with the business. So for me, like now, like all my Rockstar Diamond coaches, all that stuff, they struggle with people getting on calls. I struggle with people getting on calls. I mean, I have my team calls and 20, 30 people get on, and we have a team of over 1,000 and that many people get on, so I mean, it's kind of just you just got to kind of work with the willing. That took a lot for me, and it still does, because I want to be like, you could do it, you know what I mean? And then, but at the same time, then it's driving me crazy, you know what I mean? Because you can't do it for them. And I always tell my coaches, like, when Erin signed up, there was only a coach. Like, there was no 900 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, was no 7-star diamond when I signed up. Like, Christine Dwyer, I'm under her husband, so it's in her husband. I was never giving a coach. Ever. I was never having a coach placed underneath me for volume or placement. Never. I love Christine. She's one of my great, great friends. But to me, now where my business at and where my volume is, where my income is, I'm pretty damn proud of that because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't. So you have to kind of look at it too. Hopefully I didn't go on a tangent, but.
No, it was good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
More questions? Anything? Don't be shy. Now's the time to ask. There's some good knowledge here. And that's the thing too, like looking for coaches. Some are going to work, some aren't, but it becomes your mission to find that person that wants to do it. They're out there. You just have to find them. And like you said, for every 100, you're going to get like 10.
Yeah. And don't be afraid I have worked with so many downline coaches, like down 3, 5 levels, because they want help. We had one coach that just started a couple months ago and really didn't do too much with it. And then all of a sudden got around all of us that are like really working the business. Her coach didn't really do too much. So we took her under our wing. She went diamond. Her upline is an emerald. So he didn't, you know what I mean? But we still help. So we look at it as like, well, that's another diamond in our organization. Did that help with my volume? Yup. Did it help with that coach's volume? So I always say like work levels deep, so, definitely that helps too. So I'm always willing to work whatever. If anybody's in my team and they're not getting any support, or even if they are and they reach out, I'm going to help them, because that's what's going to build that residual income too,
Erin, with your challenge groups and stuff, do you have your whole team, all your coaches help with all that? Do you work as a team with most of that, or do they kind of branch off?
So we used to use the challenge group guides and all that stuff. And I think that those are great if you run, like, say you open up a Facebook group for 21 Day Fix, you run it and then you close it down, you go to another one for 21 days. That's great. But obviously it's kind of hard to recycle all the posts. Like day 1, again, you got people that are on round 2 or whatever. So we just make it very generic. I can send you the cover photo we use, and it's just something, like we have different ones, like a theme. So we have themes every day. So you have like Wacky Wednesday. Kind of silly stuff, but just engagement. So like they have to comment with like they share a picture of their food every day, once a day. They have to, post their workout, the meal they replaced with Shakeology, and then we do like the little extra stuff. And it's really worked. I mean, we have like these crazy pictures floating all over Facebook with the Wacky Wednesday hashtag, so that's what's worked for us. And I think things got keeping it fun, because I think for me, I'm not a very like stuffy person. Like I am the worst speller known to man, like seriously bad. And so I feel like people would know that's not me if I'm just kind of like copy and pasting and posting like, this very like stuffy challenge group. You know what I mean? So like, I think that's again why people bought from you, because they like you. So they get me like this almost every morning. I post a video, some kind of motivation, something crazy at class, or something post workout. I had like I read some personal development. I got this light bulb went off my head or whatever. But that's who I am. Like that's how people, they know me on Facebook. I always say, like, I feel like people, when they go to my Facebook page, they should know exactly what I do and who I am. And, I'm not portraying somebody I'm not, so to speak. So that's how I run my challenge groups too.
Yeah, video works well. I try to post video almost every morning, depending on my schedule, just to say good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a challenge for you. I give them points for little prizes and things.
Yep, I do the same thing. Yep.
People know who I am then. They know that I look like shit at 4:30 in the morning. And
that's real life.
Watch me put my shoes and my socks on while I get ready to do my workout,
Yep.
They make that connection now, It's kind of like like you watch movies and you feel like you know the people because you see them on TV.
And I mean, how crazy is it from people that you've helped on Facebook and never met them, and then if you do like say finally meet like a coach or something, you like at Summit, like you feel like they're part of your family. You know what I mean? Like technically that's what it is. Like I always say, like I want to have people that are like me too. You know what I mean? Like I want to work with people who are my coaches, my challengers that are kind of like the same. And I think that it goes back again to like finding that target market of people too, your niche or whatever.
Yep, absolutely. Any other questions? Don't be shy. Anything? Is that Emily?
Where?
Right there.
No. Hard to see the little
videos. It looked like Chrissy was like looking up at Barb, that Barb should ask a question. Wasn't she? Anything? Who else is on the call? Any new coaches on the call that have any questions? People who are just starting and... I'm going to unmute everybody just real quick, our callers, so in case they're trying to talk.
I see your cat behind you.
Oh, yeah.
He has thyroid issues, like, and he has to be on thyroid medication. And he's like, I'm not kidding, like ravenously hungry all the time. Like, he'll open that cabinet behind us and pull out his cat treats that we put his medication in, and like chew the bag open and eat it. Like he'll knock down his pills and like purposely lose his pills so he doesn't have to take them. Like he's
smart.
He's 18.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. I unmuted all the callers who are on the phone. In case any of you would like to speak up and ask a question, please do. This is a great opportunity.
No.
I'm not sure who that is. Who's 570-807?
Yeah. Anything, guys?
Anything?
All right. Well, we really appreciate this, Erin.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun.
Taking the time.
And some of us will meet you in Nashville. I know Sam's going, and Barb.
Where are you guys staying? What hotel are you guys staying at?
Right across the street. The what is it? What is it, Sarah? The name of it?
Nashville Hampton.
That's it.
Okay, I'm at the Omni, which is actually, I think they're all close. I mean,
I tried to get in the Omni.
Yeah.
The dumpster behind the Omni.
We did it. I think I booked it like the day at Summit last year.
Yeah.
Like I booked it. So I'm going to be in. So we'll definitely have to meet up or something too.
Yeah.
Before all the craziness hits, because it's going to be crazy. You know that. Like 40,000 people take over Nashville. Oh boy.
And I really hope it doesn't rain during opening session in the stadium.
Crazy.
So we'll see.
Well, I'll send you a picture of that cover photo,
Okay.
and then I'll send you just that little calendar thing I showed, just in case you want to just look at it or whatever, just so you have it.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
And
I have a
anybody?
question real
Yeah.
quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You were talking about the calendar, and you said that you would try to promote your challenge group at the end of the month for the beginning of the next month. You're talking about promoting the clean eating challenge, or
No.
how do you know what's coming up to be able to promote the group?
Like, you mean as far as like promos, like 21 Day Fix on sale, all that stuff?
Yeah. Are you just
I don't really, because 99% of the time I get all my people are start on 21 Day Fix. I mean, that's like just majority for me. Or 21 Day Fix Extreme. So here's an example. I knew at this past month, the end of the month, my people that were going to order for May 1st. I told them, you can ordering starts May 1st through the 5th, just so they can ship to them. And I told them it was $160. So if May 1st came along and I said, hey, it's on promo 140, they like me even more. You know what I mean? So that just worked for me. I still think 21 Day Fix at 160 is a great price point. I mean, seriously, so that's what I kind of do. You know what I mean? So like, I know Max 30 right now is a promo. So I'm just because of Summit and that whole thing with getting like Success Club 10 or whatever for, the party, I might run another challenge group at the end of the month, but usually I don't. I just usually do one, because for me, I focus on myself getting at least Success Club 10. And if I have stragglers in the middle of the month, then I'll plug them into a group, obviously. But my focus, as soon as I hit Success Club 10, goes to my coaches. How can I help you get Success Club 10? Like, do we have to do 3-way calls? Let me see what you're sending people, like stuff like that. And now, I mean, a lot of us, I posted today, there was like a ton of coaches that already hit Success Club 10. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's a system. It's kind of drilled, now they know at the end of the month to really promo their June challenge. And, again, they'll try to get people. So it's just like, just a system we basically use. Yeah. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't, so it all depends.
Yeah, I do the same thing now.
I'm a creature of habit though. So for me, I have to have I know exactly what I'm going to do and that was really why I didn't work the business because I didn't have those systems in place. I was just scatterbrained all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to be the same way too. I would try and have a different challenge every month depending on what the challenge pack sale was. And that's enough to drive you absolutely insane. There's no way. And you're not in every program. So you're not into it. So starting when the 21 Day Fix Extreme came out, I'm strictly only 21 Day Fix Extreme or Max 30, unless someone specifically says they want Body Beast or something. Right. Otherwise, those are my 3 programs, and they build on each other, and they focus on the containers, and they're 30 minutes. People can do it. It's not, crazy. Because I remember like years ago when like Insanity and stuff, like that's not for everybody. Like, people aren't they get to month 2 of Insanity and they're like, hell with this. It's like hour long, 6 days a week. You know what I mean? So that's just not, and that's not where we're going with fitness. Like we try to like, build that lifestyle thing in with people, Yep. Yep. I agree.
Awesome.
Does that help, Ange?
Yeah.
Good. Glad.
Cool.
Any other questions that might have popped up? Anything? All right, Erin. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And
nice meeting you, Bill.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I don't know where he was that morning. I think we were just too busy caught up talking. And
I was hanging with.
Well, that was the first morning, and then the second morning, Sean T asked me to go out and work on stage with him, and I had a hard time.
Right. Yeah.
God, that was like I think that was like a highlight of my whole trip was that.
My highlight was getting yelled at by Autumn for using my cell phone. Like, and I happened to get it on video too. Like, I went to go take a picture.
Expect that from Beachbody coaches. Hello, that's what we do. We work out a little bit. We take
It was awesome. But
well, I'll send you that stuff. I'll send you the cover photo and that little thing, and then we'll chat on Facebook too.
awesome. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
All right, guys.
Any coaches
Bye.
that
Thank you for having me.
See ya.
We can talk
Thank you.
team stuff. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you.
Karen.
All right, guys.
Awesome. That was good.
Hopefully you guys got some insight from that. I'm going to try and get on a coach from another team. I'd like to try and get one on at least once a month. I have another girl that I met who's an elite coach. She's a 2-star diamond. She's a teacher. She took a sabbatical for this spring from teaching, and she's taking a sabbatical next spring from teaching. And then she's retiring teaching to do this. She just figured she'd kind of drag out her years a little bit since she could. And her husband's a full-time police officer. So she has 3 kids. So I'm going to try and get her on a call in the next couple weeks as well, just so we can kind of get other ideas from other teams and see how they do things and make better what we do and change what we need to, and to give you guys ideas and support besides just Bill and I. So do you guys have any questions for us or anything that's happening or need help, anything like that? Anything?
I think that call was great. It kind of shows you that there is really no big secret to all this. You know, the more and more you hear, they're all kind of repeating the same stuff. But, you know, each coach has their little niches, and I think systems for her, that little system she has works great. Being more organized. Just some of the stuff, you know, I mean, and obviously the personal development and the inviting and, you know, and just working your butt off is just, you know, it's kind of in a success club. It's just like a broken record kind of thing, but it's what you do. I thought interesting, her Coach Basics class is 14 days. I thought that was pretty interesting. I kind of like that. What else? I get out of this.
I've talked to you guys about this before, but I just haven't been able to do it yet. I remember I showed you my calendar. It's pretty much set up the same way as her. I mean, it's a little bit tiny bit different. I like how she has the challenge always starting on the second week. I think that's best too, because even this month I'm finding all the sales I got for April, by the time people get it and are ready to go, it's the second